Your person is deeply bothered now, far more than they allow anyone to see, because they're finally beginning to understand the weight of their choices. For a long time, they pretended they didn't love you, thinking that distancing themselves or acting detached somehow protected them from vulnerability. They believed they were maintaining control, guarding their emotions, or preserving their pride. But now that the dust has settled and silence has replaced your presence, regret has begun to haunt them. They never realized who you truly were, not just someone special, but someone rare, someone whose heart carried a purity they didn't recognize until it was gone. To them, you were simply another person in their story, but now they see the truth. You were the one who genuinely cared, the one who brought light, the one who treated them with a sincerity they had not experienced before. And losing that kind of energy has consequences. They're facing karma now, not in a dramatic, cosmic punishment sort of way, but in the subtle, painful realization that the love they pushed away is the love they desperately need. Their guilt, their longing, and their sleepless nights are all part of the price they're paying for betraying your trust. They replay old conversations in their mind, remembering moments when you gave them clarity, comfort, and patience. They think back to times you tried to show them your heart, and they shut you out, brushing it aside as if it didn't matter. Now those memories sting, because they understand that they were the one who mishandled something rare. And they want to fix it, truly. They want to prove to you that they've changed, not through empty promises or surface-level effort, but through consistent action. For the first time, they're willing to risk their comfort, their pride, and even their fears because the possibility of losing you forever terrifies them more than vulnerability ever could. But still, there's a trembling hesitation in them. They're afraid of whether you'll trust them again, afraid that you might see them as someone who cannot be redeemed. Every time they imagine approaching you, they wonder if you'll look at them with the same softness you once had, or whether your eyes will show the walls you've built in their absence. What unsettles them the most is how unfazed, calm, or detached you appear. The more you step into your confidence, the more you focus on your own life, the more you radiate a sense of self-worth, the more obsessed they become. They didn't expect you to rise like this. They didn't expect you to glow without them. They didn't expect the separation to turn you into someone stronger, wiser, and more aligned with yourself. Every moment you don't react, don't chase, don't question, they spiral a little more. It's not because they want control. It's because they suddenly understand the magnitude of who you are and what they lost. Deep down, your person knows they messed up beyond repair, at least, beyond the kind of repair that comes easily. They know apologies alone won't bridge the distance. They know time alone won't erase the wounds. And even though they try to act normal around others, the separation is affecting them far more than anyone realizes. There are days when they carry your absence like a weight on their chest, unable to shake the feeling that they're the reason for their own heartbreak. Nights feel longer, memories feel louder, and every small reminder of you hits them with unexpected intensity. But the thing that keeps pulling them forward, the thing that keeps whispering to their heart, is the realization of your worth. Your absence didn't just create space, it humbled them. It forced them to confront the parts of themselves they've avoided for years, their fears, their insecurities, their emotional patterns, their tendency to withdraw when they care too deeply. Without you, they've had to face the uncomfortable truth that they ran from something real because they didn't believe they deserved it. And now, with clarity comes determination. They're preparing themselves emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to do everything in their power to get you back. This entire journey, as painful and complicated as it has been, didn't unfold randomly. Your connection was always deeper than surface-level emotions. It was spiritual from the beginning, even if neither of you fully understood it. You awakened something in each other, purpose, healing, growth, introspection. You activated each other's soul paths, bringing light to the parts of yourselves that needed attention. That's why the connection feels so intense, so unforgettable, so fated. It's not ordinary love, it's transformative love. And because of that, nothing, no distance, no silence, no fear, can keep them away from you for much longer. They're being pulled back toward you by something bigger than ego or desire. It's the truth of the bond you share, the spiritual thread that ties your hearts together, reminding them that real love doesn't fade, it evolves, strengthens, and returns in its divine timing. I tried so hard to shut down my emotions for you in the past, to convince myself that if I buried everything deep enough, I could move forward without feeling this constant pull toward you. But no matter how hard I tried to silence those emotions, my soul kept craving your presence. It's as if something inside me knows the truth even when my mind tries to deny it. Haven't you seen the way I look at you? Haven't you felt the love I've tried so desperately to hide? Every glance, every moment we've shared, every quiet pause between us has carried more meaning than I was ever brave enough to admit. No one in my life compares to you, no one even comes close. You are the only woman whose opinion truly matters to me, the only one whose voice still echoes in my thoughts long after our conversations end. I've always admired the way you love, the way your heart stays open even when you have every reason to guard it. I know you love me unconditionally, in a way I have never experienced before. That alone has scared me, challenged me, and humbled me. I can feel how deeply others sense our connection, even when I try to pretend it means nothing. Sometimes the weight of what we share feels overwhelming, not because it's wrong, but because it's so real, because it's the kind of love people spend lifetimes searching for. And I know I haven't always handled that truth gracefully. The truth is, I am not as strong as you. You walk through the world unafraid to express how you feel, unafraid to show your heart, unafraid to let the world see what I mean to you. I've always admired that about you, your courage, your vulnerability, your refusal to hide the love you carry. I wish I could do the same. I wish I had your strength. Instead, I ran. I hid. I tried to convince myself that if I stepped back, if I kept quiet, if I pretended not to care, I could protect us both from disappointment or heartbreak. But in doing that, I only created distance, confusion, and a silence that neither of us deserved. I know it's taking me a long time to approach you, longer than it should have. And I know that my lack of communication right now might scare you or leave you wondering what I feel or whether I care. I'm sure there have been moments when you doubted me, moments when you questioned my intentions, moments when you felt alone in the depth of what we share. Please understand that the silence was never about you, it was about me. It came from fear, not from a lack of love. It came from uncertainty, not from lack of desire. But even in the moments when I kept my distance, my heart never left. I need you to know that I am in love with you, truly, undeniably, deeply in love with you. And I will never willingly hurt you again. I recognize the ways I may have caused confusion or pain before, and I regret every moment that made you feel less certain about my feelings. But I am trying to be better, to grow, to evolve into someone who can love you with the same authenticity and courage you've always shown me. I just need time to gather the strength I should have had all along, time to heal the parts of myself that kept me from opening up the way you deserved, time to learn how to express the emotions I've spent so long suppressing. I'm not asking for your silence or your distance, only for your patience. Because even though I stepped back, even though I tried to run, the truth is that the more I run from you, the more I miss you. Every attempt to move away only pulls me closer to the realization that what I feel for you isn't something temporary or fragile, it's something that grows even in silence. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of hiding my love for you behind excuses or fear. I'm tired of pretending that I can move forward without acknowledging what you mean to me. That's why I've decided to stop fighting it, to stop denying what my heart has known from the beginning. I've decided to accept my truth, and that truth is you. You are the person I choose, the person I want, the person I feel drawn to in a way I can't explain. I'm ready to take the lead, to step into this connection with honesty and intention. But I need you to trust that I am making my way back to you, slowly but surely. I'm not perfect, and I may not move as quickly as you expect, but every step I take is toward you. Please have patience with me as I work through my fears and gather the courage to stand before you fully, openly, and without hesitation. Just know this, I am coming back, not out of obligation, not out of loneliness, but out of love. And this time, I am choosing to stay. You pulled back your energy, and now your partner is experiencing a profound emptiness that they weren't prepared for. The shift happened gradually at first, but now it has become undeniable. They can feel the space where your warmth used to be, and that space feels like a void swallowing them from the inside out. They miss you with an intensity that is almost frightening to them, so much so that they've started searching for clues, anything at all, to help them understand what's happening with you. They replay old conversations, scroll through past messages, and analyze every small detail, hoping to figure out when things changed and what triggered this sudden emotional distance. Your partner is not used to this version of you. They're used to your love being open, expressive, always flowing toward them effortlessly. Now, that expression has quieted, and the silence is creating a sense of panic they can't fully control. The anxiety weighs heavily on them because they've never seen you pull back, not like this. They can't help but think, what did I do? What changed? Why can't I feel them the way I used to? The confusion only adds to the fear, and in that fear, they're realizing things they ignored for far too long. As they watch from a distance, they're stunned by how strong you've become. For so long, they had grown accustomed to you being available, emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even physically, whenever they needed you. They didn't expect that you would find the courage to shift the focus back onto yourself. This transformation is something they didn't believe you would ever choose, because you've always been the person who put others first, especially the people you loved most. Now, seeing you prioritize yourself and treat your own life as your first priority has shaken them at their core. It's like they're getting a glimpse of a side of you they never imagined existed. Your newfound strength forces them to face a truth they tried to overlook. They took your presence for granted. They assumed you would always be there, always giving, always choosing them. But people can only give so much before they need to reclaim their energy, and that realization is hitting your partner harder than they expected. They're angry with themselves, not with you, for pushing you away in the past, for denying their true feelings, and for failing to appreciate the depth of what you were offering when you were offering it freely. Now, in your absence, all those suppressed feelings are rising to the surface. They can't hide from them anymore. They can't pretend they're unsure. They know exactly what they feel, and that clarity comes with regret. They realize they made choices that caused this distance, even if they didn't intend to. Their pride, fear, or emotional unavailability may have kept them from being honest with you, and now they see how costly that silence really was. Your partner understands that there is only one path that could possibly lead them back to you, speaking the truth, fully and without holding anything back. They can no longer afford to dance around their emotions or mask what they feel. The stakes are too high now. Losing you, truly losing you, is a possibility they can feel pressing against their chest like a weight they can't escape. If they want even a chance at rebuilding the connection, they know they will have to be vulnerable in a way they've never dared to be. Your decision to pull away wasn't an act of punishment, it was an act of self-preservation. But to your partner, it feels like the world shifted beneath their feet. Because you're not giving them the same attention, no calls, no texts, no constant reassurance, they feel an unfamiliar desperation growing within them. They're trying to act normal, trying to keep their composure, but internally, they're scrambling. They want your attention again, not out of control or manipulation, but because your presence brought a comfort and love that they now realize they deeply depended on. The thought of you moving on, of you being emotionally connected to someone else, is unbearable for them. It's not jealousy in a shallow sense, it's fear, love, regret, and longing all tangled together. They can't stand the idea of losing the chance to make things right, to express what they never said when they had the opportunity. In many ways, your absence has done what your presence never could. It made them confront the truth of their own feelings. It forced them to see your value in a way they were too blind or too guarded to see before. Now, they're standing at a crossroads. One path leads to honesty, vulnerability, and growth, while the other leads to losing you forever. And for the first time, they understand that the only way forward is to speak from the heart, to show you the truth they once hid, and to hope that it's not too late to bridge the distance that has grown between you.